in the first anniversary, you picked yourself up and you travelled back to Bali, as we just saw, and did an amazing thing by trying to help the Balinese with giving them the sewing machines.
That's right. They were wonderful. They are wonderful people, we went to a house where there was about 20 of them, and they were so badly injured, and they still had shrapnel in their bodies. It was so sad to see them like that.
June, you said you probably won't go back to Bali, but in the past I believe you've said that you travel to Bali at Christmas time because it makes you feel at home with your two girls, Jane and Jenny.
That's correct, yes. I probably won't come back to grieve. I think now I will just come back to have wonderful holidays.
Because it is a beautiful island paradise. Maria, thank you for your time today. You've been hit as hard as anyone, losing your twin sister, Dimmy, your sister, Lizzie, and your cousins, Louisa and Christina. You decided not to go out with them to the bars that night. It's a decision that ultimately saved your life, but I imagine it's brought you immense pain as well.
It sure has.
How is it for you 10 years on? Is it just as raw, or are you moving through the process of grief?
Only I think in the last, I'd say this year, I've started trying to move on with the process. However, the last day or two, he is actually starting to bring up all these memories of what we went through those last few days together. And, you know, last night we just had dinner where we had dinner, last year, 10 years ago. So as much as you're starting to move on, then you start going a little bit backwards.
Some of those other memories, would you care to share with us?
There was a nice little restaurant. Even my mum's here actually with us as well. And last night we ended up having dinner, and I said to her exactly 10 years ago, we were sitting at this table, this is what we ate. Tomorrow in 10 years, this was the other restaurant we were at. When it was the last time that I ended up seeing all the girls.
Maria, you've returned several times, as has June. How is it different for you this time?
It's the 10 years, and I guess knowing that a lot of families will be here for the anniversary. We've bumped into a few people out on the streets, and I think it's something that only we, who've actually lost everyone together, can all actually understand it.
How do you remember your sisters and cousins?
My sisters, sometimes you just sort of wake up and you just start thinking of, what they were like, going to work. My twin sister would always want to lift home at nights. My older sister was always someone that was like the protector and just looked after us. There are little things that every day, they're always in our minds.
To both of you, June and Maria, are you still left angry at what's happened?
June?
No, I'm not angry. I never was angry. Anger to me is just a useless emotion. It doesn't help anybody. It only hurts yourself.
As for, I am still angry, and only with the people who were actually directly involved in the murders of those people.
Well, June and Maria, thank you very much for joining us today. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you, as are with all the other friends and families of the victims of that tragic day 10 years ago.
Now, tonight, at the very anniversary of when the bombs went off, there's going to be a candlelit vigil right at the scene where the Sari nightclub was. Emily Rice is there at the moment. And Emily, a harrowing day already for so many people, and it will be harrowing again tonight as those candles are lit.
Yes, it will, Hugh. Hundreds are expected to come here to the heart of Kuta just after 11 p.m, the exact time that those two bombs went off 10 years ago today. 88 candles will be lit in memory of the 88 Australians who lost their lives.
So what is going to happen now to the Sari Club, the site there that's a bit of a wasteland at the moment? A lot of people have got plans for it.
Well, sadly, Hugh, the place where so many people perished is a dusty, dirty, ugly and very hot car park. Now, there is an Australian group who's pushing to transform this space into a peace park. They've offered the private owner $1 million to purchase it, but he wants $7 million, way above market value here. The Indonesian authorities are reluctant to step in. They say it's a private matter, but no doubt after the anniversary tonight, that Australian group will continue their fight to transform this very ugly space into something a little more memorable.
OK, Emily Rice, another one to watch this evening as those candles are lit and people really reflect on that 10 years to the very moment when those bombs went off.